Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. All right, we've got Vision still out on the board. We took out Rhino pretty quick during the first round, and I'm not sure if that was fluky or if that's the way that Vision plays, and he's maybe a lot better than I first suspected that he would be. He played super aggressive last go, so if you didn't see that one, I'll put a little card up in the corner to go back to that, but he took out Rhino really quick. So we're going to see if that's a fluke or if that's something we can repeat this game. Now, I didn't get much of a build, and we were at a point where we just went right past the break-in and taken because we knew we were going to take him out. So we'll see if this one plays out a little bit differently or not. All right, so we've got Vision out on the board. We've got Rhino on the board. Rhino's got his 14 hit points. Break-ins out there. Vision's got his 11 hit points. We start with a hand size of 5 because our intangible does give us a bonus of +1 hand size, but I believe that we draw a card. We do set up after we draw a card, so this would not be out until setup happens, and so we don't get that bonus. All right, so we're gonna grab 5 cards, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see what we've got. All right, last time we came out blasting. This time we are not going to come out blasting. All right, so let's think about how we're going to handle this. So just passing through is going to remove 3 threat from a scheme. This is going to go in the mulligan pile. Reboot says ready a friendly android character and heal 1 damage from it. Well, ready a friendly so I become an android and I could get healed, but I can't get healed 1. That's all right. We'll get rid of that one. All right, Victor. I'm not impressed with Victor. He's got reduce the amount of damage Victor Mancha takes from each attack by 1. He's probably great for things that spread damage around, do indirect damage. You can push it over to him and it should be like a 0 thing. That would be really nice, but that's not going to help me in the beginning turn. We have Indomitable out there, which could be nice. After hero defends, discard it and ready my hero. And I have Defiance, which is a newer card. Says when a boost card on an enemy attacking you would be turned face up, discarded instead. So I'm actually going to get rid of all of these and see if I can get an ally or something more tempting. All right, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is playing like protection and not like the aggressive stuff we had last round. So we've got phase disruption. So if I'm intangible mass form, hero confuse an enemy, choose an attachment on that hero with the text hero action or hero response and discard that attachment. Okay. Now I'm not all that impressed by what I've got out there, but we'll see how this goes. Okay. So our Vision, we're going to flip on over to our hero version of Vision. And then in our intangible form, I can't attack or defend. So no attacky, no defendy, but I reduce the damage Vision takes from each attack by 2. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go over to dense mass form, which says while in hero form, Vision gets +2 attack and +2 defense. And after I change to this form, draw a card. And so let's remember to draw the card, which I was horrible about last time. I got Defiance, which I just mulliganed away. So, all right. So how do we want to play this? I think we're going to want to get our Indomitable out there. So let's go ahead and we will use our Defiance to put Indomitable out there. We do have a Reboot. I could confuse him. I don't think it's worth it at this point in time. So we're going to attack with Vision for 2. Take Rhino down 2. We're going to use our phase disruption to reboot, which says ready a friendly character and heal 1 damage. So we're going to ready up Well, we're going to attack again for 2 more. He's down to 10. All right, now I've got a sidestep and a get behind me. Maybe I should have used one of those two to pay for the phase disruption instead of the phase disruption, because a phase disruption is an energy, and if I use an energy to sidestep, I would have had better effect, but we'll let that go. We'll be done. I'm going to hold on to these 2 cards. I'm going to draw back up to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some offense. We have Flow Like Water, which is play under any player's control. After you play a defense card, deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. We don't have, I thought maybe we'd get some energies to help with the sidestep, but that's not happening. All right, villain's turn. First thing we're going to do is we're going to throw 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino is going to look to attack the vision. And I have all these defense cards out here. Let's see here. When you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of it with a sidestep. So we may be using the sidestep, but we're going to defend with vision. So he's got a defensive 2 because we're in dense mass form. So Rhino's going to attack for 2. He's going to get a boost of 2. So he's attacking for 4. Got a defensive 2. So we're taking 2. Do I sidestep that? Yeah, we'll go ahead and use the sidestep. Yeah, we'll sidestep that. So when we sidestep that, it says we're going to, when you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage. I didn't pay for it using a energy, but we're going to prevent 3. So we would normally take 2, but instead we prevent 3. And then we have a, after hero defends, discard Indomitable, ready your hero. So Vision's going to ready back up. All right, now we get an encounter card. Counter card is Stampede. Rhino attacks you. If the character is damaged by this attack, that character is stunned. Alrighty then. So that's a treachery. I could get behind me, but then he would hit me anyway. All right, so the chances are, so I could defend here. There is a chance he draws a 0 and doesn't do any damage and doesn't stun me. We're going to try and see if we can get that to happen. So we'll go ahead and defend. That makes me wish I didn't use my sidestep to pay for my other sidestep, but oh, bad decisions. We're flowing with him at the beginning. All right, so Rhino's attacking Vision. He's attacking for 2. I'm defending for 2. He's going to get a boost of none. Yes. See, that's how I planned it. That's why I didn't need the sidestep. There we go. So he doesn't do any damage to me. I don't get stunned. So there. Yeah. All right. That's the end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. Problem is, I am already exhausted, which is kind of a downer, but I am in dense mass form, so I can do a... Ooh, so I get Flow Like Water out there, which is going to do stuff if I do defense cards, or I can do 5 damage. Normally I would be all about the 5 damage, but I think we're going to get the Flow Like Water out there because I want to see what this card does in the game. So Flow Like Water is, after you play a defense card, deal 1 damage to an attacking enemy. We'll see how often that comes into play. We'll set it to the side over there, and we will be done. Oh, wait, do I go into intangible mass form? I think I do. I'll go into intangible mass form. It means I can't attack or defend, but I'm going to reduce damage by 2. All right, so then we're going to draw 5 cards, unexhaust, draw 5 cards. So we got Avengers Mansion, Jocasta, another Flow Like Water, Preservation, and another Super Dense Strike. I want to keep wanting to say Stupendous Strike, but it's Super Dense Strike. All right. Jocasta. You may play this event You may play the event attached to Jocasta as if it were in your hand. So after Jocasta enters play, choose a defense event in your discard pile and attach it to her face down. All right. And we've got Preservation, which says after you spend this card, heal 1 damage from an identity. All right. This one's okay, but not super impressed with these funky resources like that. All right. So that's the end of my turn. We're over to Rhino's turn. So first thing we're going to do, 1/3 of the main scheme. Next thing we're going to do is Rhino's going to see Vision out there. He's going to come to attack. I can't defend because I'm in intangible mass form. So luckily I get to remove 2 damage, but he's attacking for 2. He's going to boost 1. So we're going to take 1 damage. Well, I wanted some damage so I could heal it with some of my other cards. That was part of the plan. All right. Next up, we're going to draw our encounter card. Encounter card is hard to keep down. Rhino heals 4. If no damage was healed this way, he gains Surge. Well, he's going to heal 4, so he's back up to full. All right, so this is definitely going to be a longer game than last game. Yeah, blew through Rhino really fast. That's not happening this game. All right. So that's the end of Rhino's turn. We're back over to the hero turn. Okay, so we've got Jocasta would be kind of nice to get out. I would kind of like to throw a super dense strike because that's 5 damage. But Avengers Mansion would also be really cool to get out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to flip on over to dense form. After you change to dense form, draw a card. Double resource, double resource. It's a double resource. Yay. All right. So now, do I Jocasta and super dense strike, or do I get Avengers Mansion out there and hold on to Jocasta or super dense strike? Questions. What's the best to do? So if I do Jocasta, I can choose a defense event in her discard pile and attach it to her face down, which then that kind of leads me into some of the things that could be done with my flow like water. I think that's the way to go. I think Avengers Mansion would be the better long-term play, but we're playing Rhino 1. Or so Rhino Standard, so long-term isn't necessarily a thing we need to worry about. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our super dense strike, which is going to hit Rhino 4, 5, because we're in dense form. So I have to be in dense form. I'm going to do 5 damage, knock him down to 9. I just want to do that in case he tries to heal again. You know, I'm being careful that way. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to get Jocasta and bring Jocasta into play. So after Jocasta enters play, choose a defense event in your discard pile and attach it to her face down. All right, so we're going to look for a defense event, and we're going to choose Sidestep. So Sidestep costs 1, attach to her face down. Have to remember we got a Sidestep there. All right, then we're going to go ahead and attack with Vision. Vision attacks for 2. Rhino's down to 7. Break-in's ticking up, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. All right, that's the end of our turn. Ooh, I could attack with Jocasta. She attacks for 1. Well, I could thwart and take out the break-in. Maybe that's the thing to do. Take the 2 off of the break-in. We'll go ahead and do that. So we're going to exhaust Jocasta. She's going to thwart for 2. Which means she's also going to take 2 consequential damage of the 3 health that she's got. All right, then we'll be done at that point. All right, going to ramp up to 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's a lot of solar beams. There's all the damage right there. I'll also have a mass increase. So what's that? It's event. Hero interrupt defense. When Vision defends, prevent all damage from the attack. Stun the attacking enemy after that attack resolves. Ooh, I like that one. Okay. We're done with my turn. We're over to Rhino's turn. So first thing, one threat on the main scheme. Rhino's going to look to attack Vision. I am in dense mass form, so I think this mass increase is going to come into play. So Rhino's going to come to attack me. I'm going to take it. Oh, actually, I'm going to defend, because this says when Vision defends, prevent all attack damage from that attack. So I would imagine I need to defend. So we're going to defend. We're going to play mass increase. We're going to use a solar beam to play mass increase. No, I'm thinking about this. That uses a card. I could use the sidestep off of Jocasta instead to prevent the damage and do a damage back. Oh, I got to remember how sidestep reads. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I think it's any damage that you take, right? So sidestep says when you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage. So I think that's what we're going to do instead of the mass increase. So we're going to play the sidestep off of Jocasta. So Rhino's going to attack. We're just going to take the damage. Rhino's attacking for 2. He's going to get a boost of none. Right? As we take that 2 damage, we're going to use a solar beam to play our sidestep. Boop. So sidestep says when you take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage. If you paid for this card using a energy resource, deal 1 damage to an enemy, which we did. So we're going to deal 1 damage to Rhino. And Flow Like Water is going to kick off because we played a defense card. So deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. And he's down to 5. All right, all of that probably doesn't matter a lot because I'm probably going to throw a solar beam at him and hit him for 7. So it's a lot of work to do something that doesn't matter a ton. No, we'll see. All right, so that was Rhino's attack. He's going to get an encounter card now. We're going to get, boom, Armored Rhino Suit. When any amount of damage would be dealt to Rhino, place it here instead. And if at least 5 damage here, discard Armored Rhino Suit. Okay. I don't feel so bad about that now. All right, so that's the end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. I think what we're going to do is we're going to spend 3 here. And we're going to hit Rhino with the solar beam. So there's our 7 damage. If Vision is dense mass form, deal 7 damage to an enemy. We're going to solar beam that Armored Rhino Suit right off of him. Kazap! It's gone. All right, now we're holding on to our mass increase. I think we go ahead and attack Rhino for 2. That knocks him down to 3. We're slowly whittling him down. And then we're going to be done at that point. Jocasta's got a nice thing. I'm going to bring her back into play, but I think we'll hold on to that. All right, so we're done. We're going to unexhaust. We're going to draw back up. We're going to hold on to our mass increase. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, there's some new stuff that I haven't seen yet. All right, so we have a solar gem. You can give me aerial and generate a wild resource. We have, Protector. So Protector is 1 thwart 3 attack. When Protector would take any amount of damage, spend a mental resource, reduce that by 1. Limit once per round. So she attacks for 3. Wow, massive. All right, and we have Density Control, which is an upgrade. Hero response after you change mass form. discard this card, add a vision event from your discard pile to your hand. Ooh, I like that also. All right, our round is done. It is Rhino's turn. We had one threat to the main scheme. Rhino's going to see vision out there and he's going to come attack. Now, do I put Jocasta in front of that, or I think I do my mass increase this time around. I'm going to have to spend something, probably my flow like water, in order to pay for that. Yep. All right. So we are going to defend with vision. Dun, dun, because it says when vision defends. So we're going to defend with vision. So Rhino's going to attack for 2. Going to get a boost of 2. So he's going to hit me for 4. But I'm going to play mass increase with my flow like water. So mass increase says, if I'm in dense mass form, when vision defends, prevent all damage from that attack. Stun the attacking enemy after that attack resolves. So we're going to stun him. I also need to remember I just played a defense event, so my flow like water is going to kick off, and Rhino's going to take 1. All right. Now we need an encounter card. Let's see what we get for encounter card. Encounter card is, oop, not my card. Encounter card is, pow, charge. Ooh, he's looking to pull a big attack off. Scoot that over a little bit. Throw the charge out there next to the Jackalope. All right. That is the end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero turn. All right, so what do we do in hero turn? Now, the good thing is Rhino's stunned. I would kind of like to get the protector out there, but that's not going to happen at this point in time. Solar gem would be nice. I could use density to control to get a card back. Let's add a vision event. So I have a bunch of attacky events that I could get. I could solar beam him. The break-in is also kind of going up. It would be nice to take that down. I'm trying to think about how to play this one out. Now, I don't have any defense cards. I could potentially draw some defense cards. I don't want to hold on to the protector because I want a player, but solar gem would be nice to get out there to give me another resource. That's probably the better long-term play, is to get the solar gem out there. I think we're going to do that. So we're going to do 2. We're going to put the solar gem out there. It's not going to be a super exciting turn. We're still going to hold on to Jocasta. We can't do anything because we exhausted because we defended last round, so we are done. Oh, I could use Jocasta to thwart the 2 off of the break-in. Because that is getting into the where if he gets an advance, it could get kind of scary. No, I think we'll hold off on that for at least 1 more round. Okay. So we're going to be done. I'm going to draw back up to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we got another sidestep. Another solar beam. We've got Vision's Cloak. That's a new one. So when you are in dense mass form, you gain retaliate 1. Ooh, wow, that would be nice. When you are in tangible mass form, you gain stalwart, which means you can't be stunned or confused. All right. We've got a reboot out there too, which is ready a friendly android and heal 1 damage. All right. We're done on our side. We're over to the villain side. So we can do villain side. So we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Ching. Rhino's going to see Vision out there. He would come attack, but he's stunned. So the stun goes away. And we're getting counter card. So Rhino is going to advance. Oh, I was afraid of that. All right, the villain schemes. I can't sidestep a scheme. All right, so he's got a scheme of 1. He's going to get it boosted 2, so he's going to scheme for 3. That puts it at 6. All right, there was a thing I was afraid of, but I was okay holding on to Jocasta. So we're at 6 out of 7. All right, I definitely need to do some thwarting this next round. My solar beam could help take care of that. I would need to flip to my intangible form, right? Evasion is intangible mass form. Remove 5 threat from a scheme. So I think that's where we're going with all of that. All right. It is my turn. So let's see here. Do I attack him? I could attack him, then reboot. He's got a big old +3 charge counter on him, so he's looking to do a lot of damage at some point here. I definitely need to use that solar beam on the break-in. In order to use a solar beam, I need to be in my other form. If the charge comes through, he would run Jocasta right over, so that doesn't do us any good. If I'm intangible, I get to prevent 2 of it. That's good. I could potentially throw a sidestep on there. I could get the energy resource at the end of the round for the sidestep from the solar gem because it will untap by the end of my round. So I think that's the route that we're going here. We are going to go to intangible form. We're going to pull off a solar beam. So 1 from there, 2 from the genius. We're going to pull off our solar beam, which says vision is intangible mass form. Remove 5 threat from a scheme. Oop. And throw your cards on the ground. Oh, that one's supposed to be part of it. All right. 5 threat from a scheme. Boop. Down to 1. I like that better. Okay. Now. Oh. Probably should have done my vision-y stuff. I could have attacked before I did that. But if I did that, then Rhino would have been over to break-in, which I couldn't have gotten rid of. I could have if I would have used Jocasta and done a reboot. All right. We want to hold on to our sidestep because we're going to have a lot of damage coming in. I could thwart with vision. I could reboot, says ready a friendly android character and heal 1 damage from it. That would just heal up Jocasta. She only attacks for 1, so I don't know if that's all that advantageous. I think my misordered playing is going to hurt me this round. The other thing is I could gamble on getting another sidestep or some defensive thing and get my cloak out there. It would be really nice to have my cloak out there, but let's see, there's 1 sidestep in my discard pile, 2 sidesteps. Nope. So the answer to that is no. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We might as well go ahead and thwart and get rid of that. And then I think we're done. I could go, no, well, maybe. I could go over to vision. I don't know that I get any bonus by being over on that side. If my hand size is the same, well, I'm intangible. I would get 1 more card. All right, we're going to be done. We're going to get rid of reboot. We're going to let it go. We're going to unexhaust. We're going to draw back up to 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's some interesting stuff. So we got 616 Hickory Branch Lane. Exhaust this. This would be a reason to go alter ego. Exhaust this card, search your deck and discard pile for an android ally and add it to your hand. That would be kind of nice. We've got Machine Man, which says when Machine Man attacks or thwarts, spend up to 3 resources of any type. He gets +1 thwart and +1 attack for each resource spent this way. Oh. So Machine Man and a reboot would be a fantastic combination. Well, you'd have to, well, yeah. Machine Man attacks or thwarts, spend up to 3 resources. He gets +1 for each resource spent that way. It doesn't say for that attack, so I would assume that he gets it constantly. So you, when he attacks or thwarts, so you would have to attack or thwart, you would spend a 3, but then I don't think it goes away after that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm done on my turn. we're going to go over to Rhino's turn. So what's going to happen for Rhino? Rhino's going to get one threat on the main scheme. He's going to see Vision out there, who's intangible. Rhino's going to be charging, so he's looking to do a lot of damage. Now, in intangible form, I reduce damage from each attack by 2. So he's attacking for 2. He's got a +3, so we're at 5. He's going to get a boost of 2. So we're at 7. Magic number is 7. We take away 2 from that, and we're down to 5. This is probably going to work out badly. We take 2 away from that, he's down to 5. We play a sidestep using an energy resource from here, and we knock that down to 2 damage. So we take 2 damage. Now here's the other stuff that's going to happen, which I think I didn't play this as well as I thought. It's kind of the theme of this game. Flow like water is going to go off because I played a defense event. So he's going to take 1. Then we also have sidestep going off because I used an energy resource to pay for that. That's going to knock him down to 0. Luckily the charge is gone. And Rhino 1 is going to go away. Rhino 2 is going to come into play. This is where I didn't think it out all that well, because what's going to happen is that breaking and taking is going to come into play, and he's going to get to make use of it because it's going to be before the encounter phase. So he's going to get both of the encounter cards. I don't think I saw breaking and taking yet, so let's see if it's in here. There it is. All right, it's going to come into play. We're going to put 3 on there. That was his attack. We ended up taking 2 damage. And now we've got a couple of cards coming out. All right, that was unfortunate. It's not working out well. And I haven't been blasting really at all this game. I haven't been zapping him like I did last game. All right, we get 2 encounter cards because now breaking and taking's out there. Boo. Boo. All right, so first encounter card is Hydra Mercenary. He's going to have guard. All right. We'll work through that. Next encounter card is Shocker. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each hero. Now, Intangible says reduce the amount of damage your hero takes from each attack by 2. I don't think that's an attack. That's just him dealing damage, so we take 1. Arg. Arg. All right. There we go. Villain's done. We're over to the hero turn. The unfortunate part about all of that is we got a lot of bad guys out there that we kind of need to take care of. Now, the good news is I can let them through an attack in an intangible form. They actually don't do any damage to me, so that kind of works out. So maybe I should stay intangible. And I've got my cloak, which says I would get Retaliate 1, and I would get Stalwart, which could be nice. Vivian's pretty cool. Actually, Vivian would be good to get out there because I'm intangible, and that would she could make the breaking and taken go away because she gets +2 thwart while I'm intangible. That sounds like a good plan. I hate what I have to spend in order to get there, though. So, we're going to get rid of Vision's Cloak and Machine Man in order to bring Vivian into play. All right. Vivian is going to exhaust. When she does that, she thwarts for 3, and she can take the breaking and taken out. Breaking and taken is going to go away. She's going to take a consequential damage. All right, move them up. Eventually, I'm going to have to let Jocasta go, but I don't think now we're still not at the time to let Jocasta go. I can thwart for 2 and take the break-in down. All right, we are done at that point. So we're going to exhaust everybody. We're going to draw back up. Hand size of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Encounter card. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right. This game has taken a lot longer than the first game. But I've got him over to the second side. We did get rid of Breaking and Taken, so that's good. We've got some bad guys out there that I need to get rid of. If I go back to dense form, Vivian can take out the Hydra Mercenary. I would really like to get that Hickory Branch Lane out there. That would actually give me a reason to go Alter Ego. I haven't had much need to yet, but I haven't really got the Rhino beat down, and that could be in the queue. But in my intangible form, I think I can sit out there and let all the enemies attack me and not have to worry about it. That's kind of cool. I like that. All right, get our 5th card. Boom. Great, flow like water. All right, we are done. We're over to the villain's turn. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put 1/3 on the main scheme. Next thing we're gonna do is Rhino is gonna see Vision out there. He's gonna want to come attack. We're going to let him on through because we are in intangible mode. So we reduce everything by 2. Right now he's attacking for 3. We're gonna get a boost card. What we're gonna do, got to take that off of there. We're gonna go ahead and do our Defiance, which says when a boost card on an enemy attacking you would be turned face up, discard it. So it's going to get turned face up. It would be a Hydra Bomber, but it's going to get discarded instead. We did play a defense event, so Rhino takes 1. Yeah, did some damage. All right. Slide on over. So I am going to end up taking 1 damage because I canceled the boost, and I'm intangible, so I take 1 because he would do. Well, the boost was 1, doesn't matter. He would do 3, but intangible takes 2 away. Okay. Hydra Mercenary is going to see Vision. He would attack. We'll let him through. He attacks for 2. I reduce it. He attacks for 1. I reduce it by 2. Shocker would attack. Go ahead and let him attack. I reduce the damage by 2. I take no damage. That's kind of fun, actually. All right. So we need encounter cards. Now this could be painful. All right. Counter card number 1. We have Hydra Bomber. Choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. We'll put 1 threat on the main scheme. Man, we're stacking the enemies here too. So that's going to go up to 2. Then we're going to get, oh, maybe 1 threat on the main scheme was the wrong idea. All right. We're going to scheme for 1. Can get a boost of 1. So he's going to scheme for 2. Okay, not too horrible. Not grand, but not too horrible. All right. End of Rhino's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. All right. What are we doing? Things are kind of complicated right now. All right. Let's do... Oh, see, I don't have anything in there. Let's do Flow Like Water for a Hickory Branch Lane. All right, that's going to let me do some alter ego fun stuff. I'm intangible right now. My concern is there's a bunch of threat on the break-in. No, it's not a bunch, it's 4. If I let him go, he's going to do... We're going to get 1, 2, 3, plus he would scheme. That is a bit on the scary side. I don't like that. We need to reduce people out there. So I think we're going to need to go attack, do some attack form. All right, do I want to do anything while I am intangible? I have a couple of cards that help that. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, ignore patrol and crisis. And this is an upgrade. This is after you change mass form, discard this card, add a vision event from your discard pile to your hand. So that would be pretty handy if I could get those damage things back there, but right now it's not going to do me a ton of good. I can't play both. I'm going to have to pick one to play. I think the higher priority is going to be the just passing through. I think I need to reduce that threat because I do think we're going to have a round where I need to go into into a dense form. Now that is a vision event, so that's an interesting thing. So we could play density control using just passing through. I could change form and then get just passing through back. Problem is the attack for next round has got a lot of damage coming at me. I need to have my minions here take them out, but like Vivian does the most damage if I'm in dense form. Oh, wow. This is just messy. I can just thwart for 2. Oh, I think I need to build in a thwart. So we're going to thwart for 2. And we're going to get our density control superpower out here. So it says, after you change mass form, discard this card, add a vision event from your discard pile to your hand. So we're going to hold on to that. Actually, we'll use our solar gem to pay for our density control. All right, we're going to be done after that. So we're going to unexhaust. I'm going to draw 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. One back up to 5. So we have a sidestep. Sidestep is nice. I'm going to sidestep and still get Protector out there. Protector attacks for 3. Okay. Let's see. What are we going to go after here? We're going to go after being done. It's villain's turn. So we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino is going to look to attack the vision. We are in intangible form. So I think we're going to take this attack. And the question is going to be, do we sidestep it or not? I think we will end up sidestepping it. Or I could play defense so I don't take very much damage. I only take 1 damage from the attack. This would cancel all of the damage, but would cost me my solar gem. Wow, okay. Which way to go? Let's do the sidestep. So Rhino's going to attack. We're going to take it. He's attacking for 3. He's going to get a boost of none. All right, so we're only taking 1 at this point, damn it, at this point in time. It's kind of good I didn't play the Defiance. So do I sidestep it or do I just take the 1? What's that going to leave me? If I don't, then I could possibly just passing through and Protector. I'll just take the 1 damage. Okay. At that point in time, Hydra Mercenary attacks. I'm intangible. Shocker attacks. I'm intangible. Hydra Bomber attacks. I'm intangible. Whole lot of no damage. All right. Then we need an encounter card. Counter card is Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. Ooh, all right. So I think we're going to get rid of Hickory. Yeah. We're going to get rid of our density control. Hickory Branch Lane. I think we're going to get rid of Hickory Branch Lane. Going to go away. All right. Then that is the end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero turn. Okay. Now I had a plan. What did the plan look like? The plan involved bringing the protector out. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to bring protector into play. All right. Next up, we play Just Passing Through. We're going to use our Solar Gem to play Just Passing Through because I'm in tangible form. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. All right. Next up, we attack with the protector. Exhaust protector. She attacks for 3. And then she's going to take 2 consequential damage, but she's going to take out the Hydra Mercenary. All right, we are going to go over to dense form. I'm hoping that we can take Rhino out. Get an attack card out of here, and I think we'll be there, but we'll see. All right, so we're going to go dense form, and we are going to attack Rhino for 2. He's down to 12. All right, that's the end of our turn. We're going to unexhaust, unexhaust, unexhaust. We're going to draw 5 cards. We're in dense forms. We've got attack coming in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not what I was hoping for. All right. Villain's turn. We put 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino is going to look to attack Vision, but Jocasta is finally going to step in front of this one. So Jocasta is going to take this one. All right, so Rhino's attacking for 3. He's going to get a boost of none. But still 3 is enough to take out Jocasta. All right, next up we've got Shocker and the Hydra Bomber attacking. We're going to take that, so that's 3 damage. 2, so we're at 8, 9. All right. Next up, encounter card. Encounter card is Gang Up. Oh, that was the one that I was hoping I didn't get. Oh, no. The villain and each minion attack. Okay. That was the one I knew was going to mess me up. Not part of the plan. Oh, wait a minute. We can do... we're going to have to play Get Behind Me. So we're going to exhaust our Solar Gem to play Get Behind Me, which is going to, when revealed, the villain's going to attack me instead. All right, so Rhino's going to come for me. I'm going to take the attack. He's attacking for 3. What am I at? Ooh, no, I'm going to need to defend. Yep, I have to defend against this. He's attacking for 3. He's going to get a boost of 2. All right, so he's attacking for 5. I defend for 2, so I'm taking 3. I will use my preservation to play Sidestep. So Preservation says after you spend this card, heal 1 damage from your identity. I'm going to use Preservation to make an energy, which is going to deal a damage to him. I get to heal 1, prevent the other 3. Also, 1 comes from the Sidestep and 1 comes from the Flow Like Water. So he's down to 10. All right. Oh, God, that was messy. All right, so that is the end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. Ugh. All right, what I was thinking I could do is I would be able to attack for 2. I could reboot, do 4, plus 3 more is 7, plus 3 is 10. But unfortunately, I'm exhausted. So it kind of throws my plan all out the window. All right, so what we're going to do instead, it looks like we hold for a round. There's not really much we can do there. I could reboot, then attack him for 2. That would involve getting rid of Machine Man, which may be an okay thing. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to reboot. All right, so reboot says, ready a friendly android character and heal 1 damage from it. So we're going to ready Vision. Get to heal 1, he gets readied. All right, so we're going to exhaust Vision. And we're going to attack. We're attacking for 2 because we're in dense mass form. We're going to take out the Hydra Bomber. Okay, Hydra Bomber gone. We then change to intangible form. After you change mass form, discard this card, add a Vision event from your discard pile to my hand. Do I have Vision? Nope, that one's not one that I want. Nope. I don't have anything in my discard pile that I really want, so we're going to let that go. All right, then we're going to go, actually we're going to do it. We're going to go over to Alter Ego form. While I am in dense form, I get +2. While I'm in tangible mass form, I get +1 hand size. We're going to be done. So unexhaust, unexhaust. We're going to draw back up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. That's what I was hoping for, was an attack. Like if we're ramping up to the attack, we have one of the cards. Might be able to do it. Let's see if we can pull it off. All right, so that's the end of my turn. We're going over to Rhino's turn. So first thing, 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino's not going to see Hero Vision out there, so Rhino's going to scheme. He's going to scheme for 1. He's going to get a boost of 1, so he's going to scheme for 2. Shocker is going to also scheme, so he schemes for 1, so we're at 5. We're going to draw our encounter card. Encounter card is Bomb Scare. All right, it's going to come into 2. It's going to get 2 plus 1. It's going to be at 3, and it's going to have an acceleration token. All right, I think we're okay at this point. 3, acceleration token. And that is the end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. So let's see if we can get 10 damage on Rhino. With the super dense strike, I think we can get there. All right, so we won. Ooh. I'll have to be in mass form to do that. After I change forms, I can add a card from my discard pile to my hand. So I can't do that. Oh, that's annoying. So I can't do that. Can't do my super dense strike because I have to change forms in order to do my super dense strike. So, all right. So we're going to go over to Vision. And at that point in time, we're going to change from invincible to dense mode. which is after you change this form, draw a card. So we've got my Cloak now. All right, so let's start this. Let's start the end of the game off here. So we're going to do a super dense strike. I'm going to spend 2, because now we're in dense form. We're going to do a super dense strike. That's going to do 5 damage, piercing damage. He's down to 5. All right. At that point in time, you will attack with Protector and attack with Vivian. So attack, which is going to get rid of both of them, but she attacks for 3. I'm in dense form, so she attacks for 3 more. That's enough to take out Rhino. Ta-da! Yes! All right. Took out Rhino that time, and even though I had a few bad plays in there, we seemed to make it out all right. My Android ally sat out there for a long time for the right time to play. I will be really interested after this one to see in the comments where you say that I missed things, because I think there were some fairly bad plays in there where I messed a few things up. And that game definitely went longer than the last game. I really didn't throw a lot of attacks there until the very end. Like the first game, it was just bam, 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 bam. This one, it was like nothing was flowing out of the deck. Got to the point where Hickory Lane might have been all right to help get some of the Android folks back. But at the point that I got it, then we kind of jumped to, I reshuffled my deck, and then I don't have many to get out of the discard pile at that point in time. So very interesting. That one took a lot longer. Flow Like Water, I think in the end, I'll have to go through and tally it up, but maybe it did 5 damage, I think. That and the sidestep was a really good combo. Was pretty happy with that. There was once where the 0 cost one factored in the Defiance, which ended up pinging for another damage. So I'm liking the Flow Like Water. That's pretty cool. I could really see it in some protection decks out there. You think about it though, some of those decks where you get like Retaliate, double Retaliate going, you get your Hulk deck with double Retaliate and Flow Like Water out there. I'm thinking you could be doing 3 or 4 damage to the enemy when he attacks you. It could be a fairly painful event just to attack you, which is pretty cool. It's like almost doing your attack on the defense side of stuff, and then having your like counter punch after that. Yeah, there could be a lot of fun stuff going on there. So anyway, got the win. We'll be interested in comments to point out where if I made any rules misses, let me know for sure. And then like strategy stuff, if you would have played something differently where I just didn't play it in a way that made a whole lot of sense, let me know in the comments and teach me how to play better. All right, so that's it for now. We'll step up to Expert Rhino, which I think is going to be a much different game. It will be interesting because Vision's got 2 thwart out of the gate, and that breaking and taking takes 3, so we're going to have to find that other thwart from somewhere else. We have a bunch of stuff to get through his tough status that he comes up with when he switches over to Rhino 3, so I don't think that will be too much of a concern. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then after the Expert Rhino, unless Valkyrie gets here, we'll probably be moving on to Warlock. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching.